Hello guys, today second lecture, law of null question series. So question is, what is constitutionalism? Explain the said concept both in the negative and positive aspect in the context of India's trust with constitutionalism and constitutional governance. This question. So now we start discussion. So, in the establishment of democracy, the constitution and constitutionalism are linked, with some countries emerging without the ideals of constitutionalism. Means constitution comes first, then evolved the term constitutionalism. So, constitution is the core of law of any state to administrate and demonstrate. The process of the constructions of a government, division of power among different constitutional organs. Moreover, constitutionalism is regarded as a synonym of limiting governmental power or preventing the way of using power and arbitrary forms. Constitutionalism is a philosophy which is essential for a democratic setup. It ensures that the freedom of the individuals are given primacy and the state does not encroach upon the liberty of the citizens. It ensures that the government is limited and prevent its from turning the democratic setup into a dictatorial and authoritative. According to Michael Rosenfield, there is no accepted definition of constitutionalism, but broadly, modern constitutionalism requires imposing limits on the power of government, adherence to rule of law, and the protection of the fundamental right. So, the constitutionalism means legal limitation on government. It is the antithesis of the arbitrary rules. Its opposite is a despotic government, the government of will instead of the law. So, this is constitutionalism defined. Negative aspect of the constitutionalism. Nikki Barber calls it negative understanding of an idea means when it prevents an entity from doing a certain act. Then, from the prism of negative constitutionalism, a state is a danger that needs to be constrained. So, the rule of law is to limit the dangerous capacities of executive and legislative branches. For instance, the purpose of separation of power is to protect the arbitrary action of the state. So, negative constitutionalism requiring a constitutional structure which prevent the state action is not always desirable. So, this understanding of constitutionalism makes it harder for the state to provide healthcare and poverty alleviation schemes which requires government intervention. Thus, it is not desirable, especially in India, which is a welfare state and which aspires to social and economic justice as well along with the political justice. Now, positive aspect of constitutionalism. The positive aspect of constitutionalism requires the state to be seen in the light of a welfare state. The positive version of constitutionalism requires the creations of effective and competent state institutions to ensure the well-being of its citizens. According to MP Singh, if a constitution ignores accommodations and respect for diversity and plurality in society, then it fails to meet the requirement of constitutions that have ignored this aspect of constitutionalism have introduced it there through judicial interpretations, amendment, appropriate legislation, and constitutional applications. So, both are positive and negative aspects are completed. In this question regarding topic added constitution and constitutionalism difference. So constitution, a legal document, it is a basic law and backbone of country. Means to achieve goal. It defines scope of government powers. And constitutionalism is an ideology. It is a system of governance based on constitution. It is a goal. It imposes limits on those powers.